Hello, dear friends, and welcome back to Faraway Village, where every day brings a new adventure in the heart of nature. Today, we're diving into the rich traditions of village life as we turn fresh, wholesome cow milk into creamy butter and delightful cheese. Can you smell the fresh milk and feel the serenity of the countryside already? Trust me, this is going to be a treat for both your eyes and your taste buds. Let's get started. As you can see, we're carefully draining the milk through gauze, ensuring that every drop is pure and clean. Here in our village, quality is everything. Our cows roam freely, grazing on natural pastures without a trace of antibiotics or artificial feed. This attention to purity makes all the difference, giving our milk a rich, authentic flavor you simply can't find elsewhere. Now watch closely as my wife gently separates the thick layer of fat that's risen to the top of the milk. This creamy layer is the heart of our butter-making process. In our village, butter starts with this natural fat, which we carefully collect and pour into a bowl. The process is simple yet magical, transforming a humble ingredient into something rich and luxurious. Stick around, you won't want to miss the next step. If you're enjoying this glimpse into our village life, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel, Faraway Village. Your support helps us share these beautiful traditions with the world. And hey, hit that bell icon too. You don't want to miss any of our upcoming adventures. Here it is, our trusted butter churn, or dash churn as some might call it. This simple yet ingenious tool has been used for centuries to make butter, and its design has hardly changed over time. Did you know that churns like this were first used as far back as the Middle Ages? The rhythmic motion of churning separates the butter fat from the buttermilk, creating that creamy goodness we all love. In our village, the churn isn't just a tool, it's a symbol of tradition and family gatherings. Imagine the stories this churn could tell if it could talk. Now we're moving on to cheese making. We've just boiled some milk and poured it into a basin while another pot of milk is heating on the stove for later. Cheese making has deep roots in Azerbaijani history, with techniques passed down through generations. In fact, the dash churn we use for butter was often repurposed for making cheese in the past. This age-old practice reflects the resourcefulness of our ancestors, turning simple ingredients into culinary treasures. Next, my wife adds some cottage cheese she made earlier into the boiling milk. This step is crucial for cheese making as it helps to coagulate the milk, forming curds and whey. After a few minutes, she carefully removes the pot and begins draining the mixture through gauze. The curds are then pressed to remove all the whey, leaving behind the soft, tender beginnings of fresh cheese. It's a labor of love, and every squeeze brings us closer to perfection. The butter is finally ready. Inside the dash churn, the constant motion has separated the butter fat from the buttermilk, leaving us with two treasures. The white liquid left behind is buttermilk, a refreshing and tangy drink that's as beloved here as the butter itself. Scooping out the butter feels like uncovering a hidden gem, smooth, golden, and ready to be enjoyed. Now it's time to separate the curds from the remaining liquid. My wife carefully collects the curds, adding a bit of water to help gather the fat while draining off the excess liquid. This meticulous process ensures that every bit of creamy goodness is saved, leaving behind a texture and flavor that's simply irresistible. Each step is a testament to the care and dedication that goes into traditional cheese making. After spending time draining in gauze, the cheese isn't quite finished. To make it richer, my wife mixes it with the butter we just made and eggs. The butter adds creaminess, while the eggs act as a natural binding agent. This technique is rooted in traditional Azerbaijani recipes, where ingredients are perfectly balanced to create harmony and flavor. Now the mixture is placed into a larger pot of boiling water. This double boiling technique ensures even heating, allowing the cheese mixture to become stickier and smoother. The steam locks in moisture while binding the ingredients perfectly. Once the mixture reaches the perfect consistency, it is pressed into a glass tray and set aside to cool. The cheese needs at least 2 hours to firm up, but patience always rewards us with a beautifully textured, flavorful treat. As you know, cheese tastes best with freshly baked bread, and today is no exception. Bread making in Azerbaijan is an art form perfected over centuries. From the stone ovens of ancient villages to modern kitchens, every loaf tells a story. Traditional recipes have inspired countless variations, from flatbreads to intricate braided designs, each symbolizing our rich culinary heritage. As we pile wood to fuel our oven, let's remember the old bread-making methods of Azerbaijan. Using stone ovens and natural fermentation, our ancestors created breads that nourished both body and soul. Look at this dough, airy, fluffy, and full of life. It's all thanks to yeast, which has completely revolutionized bread making. Yeast allows the dough to rise, creating that perfect texture we all love. Fun fact, yeast has been around since ancient Egypt. Back then, people discovered how to harness its power to make bread lighter and fluffier. While today's bakeries use specialized yeasts for consistency, there's something magical about homemade bread made with natural ingredients. It's not just about the taste, it's about connecting with centuries of baking tradition. Today, we're creating something unique. My wife cuts the dough, rolls it into braids, and shapes it into an elegant circle. This braided bread is not just food, it's art. Adorning bread with intricate designs is a tradition that celebrates creativity and craftsmanship, making each loaf a masterpiece. Bread making, after all, is a form of culinary art, and today we're making it shine. Let's brush these beautiful creations with egg yolk and sprinkle sesame seeds before placing them in the oven. This final touch adds a golden crust and irresistible aroma. Our village traditions inspire not just our recipes, but also the tools we use. If you've been admiring the craftsmanship of our utensils, let me tell you about our specially designed knives. They're made to handle everything, from carving the softest cheese to slicing through hearty bread. Just scan the QR code to check out our collection and bring a piece of our village to your kitchen. Look at this bread. Its golden crust and soft, pillowy interior are a testament to the art of baking. Nothing compares to the aroma of freshly baked bread straight from the oven.
Hazır ya şey. Yavaş çay demlemişsin anne.
Now, it's time to savor the fruits of our labor. Freshly brewed tea, warm bread, and homemade cheese. A perfect trio that embodies the simplicity and joy of village life. Everything is made from scratch with love and care.
Мне бышка взорвется.
İmi filo atısı çayağın cize.
Finally, we sit down to enjoy breakfast. The table is set with tea, bread, and cheese, all made with natural ingredients and a lot of heart. Surrounded by nature, we are reminded of life's simple pleasures and the beauty of tradition.
İyi bir çay. İyiniz çay. Senin çayla.
Thank you for joining us on this journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Until next time, may your days be as wholesome and delightful as our village life. See you soon.
Ulaştı mı? Hayatını. Hayır.